Jock the Geek here. Um, Sorry I haven't done a video in a while, guys. I kind of got hit by a tornado, and I apologize for my camera today. My other one isn't in charge, but I really wanted to get a video up to let you guys know I'm still out there. Like I said, I was hit by a tornado, and man, that just messes your whole world up, right? Who would have thought it? Anyway, I'm at home sick today with a little head cold. Apologize for that as well. All kinds of apologies to you guys, and thank you for my few subscribers. Sorry, I need to drink coffee there to get it broken up. Anyway, sorry, TMI. I'm going on the geek side of my Jock to Geek today. I know, apologize to my gun lovers. That's where most of my subscribers are for. I am editing a few of my gun videos. I'm gonna try and make them a little better for you guys to enjoy. I had no idea how much of a hit. I was kind of doing this as a fun thing, and man, it's just taking off. The guns, people like to see gun videos, so I'm gonna try and update it for you. So anyway, with that being said, on the geek side, I've kind of got into a new hobby called vaping. I know a lot of you probably know about it. I've known about it. I didn't really know what it consisted of. I was buddy of mine was doing it the other day, and he's virtually quit smoking doing it. Now I'm not a smoker. I do occasionally do pipes and cigars, so I kind of got one as a joke to be funny, and I've turned out I've just loved it. Now I can smoke in the house. I can. It doesn't leave that stench on your clothes. Like whenever I smoke cigars, all my friends are happy at the bar now, and it's turned out to be a really fun hobby, and I've really gotten into it. I've only been doing it a month. I'm no expert, so if you got questions, I'll try to answer them. Google really is your friend, though. That's where I've learned most of it. But anyway, let's get started. What is vaping? Vaping is a liquid basically sitting on top of a battery, and when you push the button, that liquid evaporates and you inhale it or whatever to make your smoke. Vaping comes in all types of flavors. It comes in tobacco flavor. If you're really trying to quit smoking, they have Marlboro flavor. They have fruity flavors. They have candy flavors. It's just whatever you want, you can get. That's why I love it so much. It gives me something to do while I'm sitting on the couch instead of feeding my fat face. So that's another bonus I've liked about it. Now, this is kind of my experience as a beginner to vaping. Maybe it'll help you guys out. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Maybe nobody will watch this video. It doesn't matter. I'm going to post it anyway. That's how I roll up on Jock to Geek. So when you walk into a store, you're going to probably tell the guy, hey, I'm new to vaping. So what do I need? That's what I did. And I walked in the store, and he showed me a little kit like this. These kits work great. They're just fine. These kits, when you open them up, they come with a well, this one doesn't, but it had some type of filler bottle, and it will have let me unscrew this, a battery set up like this. You'll most likely get one of these cheap tanks through it. These are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not really reusable when they go bad, and I'll explain that in a minute. And then it'll have a charger to screw your battery into. You'll just screw it in the end of that and plug it in. It'll keep this battery charged. Now, whenever you get these, it usually takes, 5 clicks usually turns most of these little ego batteries on. I've never seen one that didn't take 5 clicks, or maybe out there. And that's what these are called, the ego batteries. This company, that's who makes them, or ego. Um, Most of this stuff is Chinese made, so that kind of sucks. But hey, if it gets you to quit smoking, it's worth it. And almost everybody I've met has quit smoking doing this. And I don't care what anybody says. I'm convinced this is healthier for you than a cigarette or a pipe or a cigar. Um, Now, what you do is you just screw your little tank in. You'll get some type of liquid, whatever flavor you like, and it will come in different nicotines. This one here is from Vapor World. Um, it's in Oklahoma. I'm in Oklahoma, so it's Oklahoma based. It's a Midwest city. There's going to be one in more, the guy said. I recommend them or OKC Vapes. Both have really good liquid, and Vapor World has excellent prices on their products. And I'll get into that in a minute, different types of products. And there you go. Once you pour your liquid in, you pour it in through the top here, and they'll tell you try and keep it out of the hole in the middle. Just pour it down the side. So when it runs down the side here, it has these little, I don't know if you can see that, it has little milligram markings on there. You can kind of see that. So that's so yeah. So not a lot of vape out of that one. There we go. That's what Papa likes. Papa likey vapey. Anyway, so that's kind of the intro to vaping. I used this for a long time. It was just fine. A long time. I've only been doing it a month. So I used this about 2 or 3 weeks. And recently I've just got into the new stuff, which it's as big as you want. It's like any hobby, guys. There's all kinds of junk out there for it. Also, vaping has its own lingo, i.e., vaping. Um, Batteries, they come in 1500 mAh, 35. They're just like other batteries things. And you got your tank, which they call cartomizers or atomizers, and you got your drip tip or your tip, whatever it's. So it has its own lingo. There's some really good sites out there for you to get used to the lingo. I'm really not going to go over all of it. I'll try and explain something if I use the lingo. Um, which I'm about to now, I guess. The batteries work great. They come in different sizes. They have this one called an Ego Twist. It's variable voltage. Whoa, what the hell's variable voltage, Jock the Geek? I don't understand. Okay, calm down, all right? Don't panic. I did. I panicked. I was like, what the hell do I need variable voltage for? Well, guys, different batteries can come in, like these are pretty much basic voltage. You're going to get the same, like I can hand this and this to any guy, he's going to get the same puff that I get, okay? Or I could smoke this and put a different tip on it, and it's going to give me the same electricity going to that tip as it would or any other tank. So, excuse me. Variable voltage changes the way your smoke smokes. It changes the way your smoke tastes. Same with variable wattage. Whoa! Oh my God! Shut it down. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm just going to go to the vape store. Okay, variable wattage, same thing, guys. It just changes the way you experience your smoke. It's kind of like if you smoke a pipe. When you put a filter in, some of them they smoke different. When you don't pull your filter out, it's different. When you change the when you go to meerschaum versus wood pipes, or it just changes the way it smokes, and that's what variable voltage and variable wattage does for you. What you set your variable voltage, variable wattage, there's lots of information out there on what to set it to. I think they make it a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Variable voltage, variable wattage is what you like. Set it to what tastes good for you, and you can get it. Anyway, off my soapbox. They sell an Ego Twist battery, which is great to get started in variable voltage if you want to do that. And what it does is it has a little twist thing at the bottom, and you can actually change the setting of the battery to make it hotter, make your smoke hotter, make it cooler, make it more smoke, less smoke. Also, inside these tanks, and let me get one here. This is called a Kanger Pro Tank 2, and it looks really fancy, but it's basically the same thing as this, except you can fill the inside. You can rebuild this because these do go bad if you put too much juice to it. Like one time I left one of these on in my pocket and it rolled and hit the button in my pocket, and it was on all day, and all of a sudden I started feeling this hot. Well, I ended up burning this tank out. These tanks are only like $3 for these. These are like $20, ballpark range. Um, you can actually change the insides of these out if you burn one out. These you just kind of throw away and get another one. There are certain models that look like these that you can change, but I'm not going to get into that. You can shop around. But this is a Pro Tank 2. I also recommend the Vivi Nova if you want to upgrade your tank. And all it does is you can kind of see the blue liquid in there. I love this, by the way. It's called Big Blue from OKC Vapes. It's probably my favorite liquid. Anyway, it's delicious. Kind of tastes like grape Kool-Aid or something. So whenever these go bad, you can just switch out the insides and you're good to go again. You don't have to buy. And I think you can get like 10 of the little inside pieces for I don't know, $10. So it's like $1 a piece instead of just rebuying this every time that's $3. But you can do that. You can just keep buying these and fill them up, and they'll work. They'll work probably a month, maybe a couple weeks. I don't know. I'm not. I kind of moved on to these, so I don't really have a good judge on how long these will last. But these are great, and so different tanks. They have hundreds of these types of tanks. These are called cartomizers. You fill them up, they smoke. It's easy. They have atomizers. I'm not going to get into all what a cartomizer, atomizer, all that crap is. But these are tanks, and they basically hold more juice. Now these do get top heavy on one of these batteries. I did it for a long time, but they do get top heavy, so that's something to think about. So I didn't like the top heaviness, so I started looking at these big mama jammas. All right, these are called mods. Now, the reason they're called mods is that before vaping got popular, people used to make a flashlight and mod it into a battery for your vape. So yeah, so these are called mods, and there's several kinds of these. Now you're getting in like this one here is called the Vamo, which is one of the more popular ones that a lot of people use. And I want to say the Vamo costs like $50. Um, you can probably get it cheaper if you order it from China and stuff. But like I said, this one here with the whole setup and everything cost me about 75. And when I say the whole setup, is you actually have to buy the batteries. You can buy it as a kit if you want. They give you a tip, batteries, everything that goes with it, and it comes about 75 bucks. But if you just want this and you got batteries laying around the house, and they take different styles of batteries and everything else, which changes the length, obviously, just like anything else. You can smoke on it for hours as opposed to days if you want it. I mean, if you got the right battery. This one here will probably last me 2 days, which is cool. I mean, that's less time you have to charge, and it comes with a charger as well if you buy the kit. Anyway, the reason I like these is because they seem to fire better than those little batteries. I don't know. They seem to, which naturally they do fire better, but they seem to smoke better. Let me take a little puff. Well, you gotta turn it on, dude. And these work a lot just like those. You click the buttons, and let me see if I can get this. It says system on, and that's a cool little scroll. And this is the Vamo, and this is the iTaste SVD. They do the same thing, guys. Some have their preference on which is better. I may do a video comparing them. But anyway, now let's try a little puff now. Oh yeah, I don't know. It just seems to smoke so much better with these big dudes. Now the disadvantage of these are they're so damn heavy and they're bulky and all that. And let me show you, especially with one of these little. I managed to spill that on myself a little bit, but that's all right. Part of vaping. Just wipe that down there. All right, this is a ProTank 2 on a Vamo mod. And I set this voltage or this wattage to where I want that makes me happy and that I think smokes best. If you get kind of a burnt flavor, maybe your voltage wattage is a little high. And they explain all that. I may do a video on just this, on how to set it. I don't know. I'm not sure how these videos are going to take off, being that you guys like guns, but oh, that's good tasting stuff right there. So yeah, that's with a ProTank 2 and a Vamo mod. So so that's as fancy as you, I mean, you can get pretty fancy, and those mods go for, you can get some that are hundreds of dollars. Um, one thing I did learn, I want to show you guys this real quick on your little batteries. If you do go that route, stand by, stand by. All right, when you take these tanks off, and I mentioned this earlier, with the bigger tank, okay, when I put these together, they look kind of silly. They sell these cool little adapters. They're like $3. They actually screw over the top. Just a little accessory I wanted to show you before I shut her down here. But anyway, it kind of gives it a more uniform look. You can see like it looks like one piece now instead of just bulky. It's still top heavy as hell. I don't really use this anymore, but it's kind of a, it's just kind of a deal that you can try. I don't know. Anyways, guys, this is my intro to vaping. I hope it helps somebody. Don't be intimidated. Most of these vape shops will help you out when you walk in. A good vape shop will even sit you down and let you taste all the vapes, and they have what they call vape bars and everything else. So, guys, I hope this helps you. This is my new hobby. I'm looking to probably do more of these videos because I'm kind of into it right now. Um, if you guys are interested, please comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff at the bottom. I'm sorry, I keep scratching my nose. This sickness just, it sucks being sick. But anyway, if you guys got any questions and all that, please leave them down below. And thanks for watching.